In this version of the situation, we've assigned you to go check someone for a possible position. But every time you talk to him, you try to insult him to see how he'll handle it. And generally, he goes on quite smoothly. But the problem you're having is you're unwilling to listen. And a politician must learn to listen. Because if a politician can't listen to one type of person who is in their constituency, then they probably can't hear the majority and what they want. But here's the deal. There are certain topics that are private and personal, and certain topics that are public and for, well, opportunity. You cannot take a private topic and turn it into a public topic. And you cannot take a personal issue and turn it into some sort of professional opportunity. You see, the difference between me and you is knowing the difference between what is public versus what is private. The human body is private, therefore the topic and the discussion is private so that you can take the information and go into the public aspect of your work and figure out how to behave less and less like a jerk. And we're just going to keep it simple that way because that's the truth. There are all kinds of people all over the world, and they come with all different types of cultural backgrounds and etiquette. And a gentleman who's told you he's been married to a Japanese woman is not kidding you. But you're thinking that he didn't do that when he did. You see, there's all different ways to be married today, and there's all different ways for internationals to stay. But the reality is what he did in every way was his business. And back then, how retaliation went is not the same. Back then, he had an actual senator who helped him to acquire what he needed. That senator wrote on behalf of that family in order for that child that he knew to come overseas to be here. So whatever the hell you think you're playing at now, you're going to lose. You're not him. You're not going to take his license. You're not going to take his company, and you're not going to win. You cannot prove you did that work, and even if you stole all his CDs and all his photographs of his entire lifetime of work, all those students don't know you. They absolutely know he won't sell that program to anyone. So you've lied to yourself thinking you could get your girls to buy that shit from someone who didn't have the rights to sell it and then produce that stuff with you as the seller, and you can't do that. That's called fraud. It's immoral, and it's highly illegal in front of the house of God. You see, what's immoral is usually illegal, and what's illegal is usually immoral. But we have other areas of life that are private to an individual that are subjective, not at all. They are objective to the person who's in them and may be subjected to the people on the sidelines rendering opinion who really don't have the right to render any opinion at all. The issue, the situation is way long gone, way over with, and you're trying to reproduce something that's not going to fly.